Hey there. It's 8 o'clock and it's Thursday. And I'm Joycelyn Wells and I do a podcast called Joy Exposed. And I've talked on the live a couple times. And I don't know what would make me say 8 o'clock on Thursday to go live because it's football season and everybody's been waiting for football season. No one wants to hear me go live and wah, 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 wah. But anyway, I am here and I said that 8 o'clock on Thursday would be my time. So here I am. All right. So my name is Joycelyn Wells and I do a weekly podcast called Joy Exposed. So not only do I do the podcast on Wednesdays, I'm also an author and I'm publishing my fifth book and I'm completing my sixth book. So there's a lot going on. So last night on my podcast, I talked about the fact that I have to figure out a way to feed the desire of Joycelyn Wells, like the things that are a gift of me, and then the fact that I love to give other people. I got to figure that piece out. So, some background: I am an author and a host of podcast, my own thing. I also own a solutions company, a solutions business. It's called My Shape Solutions, and it literally helps people to build the bridge between what they know and what's available. So kind of a technology solution. So I build websites for people, help if they're trying to start a podcast, and I publish books. So it's My Shape Solutions. So that's my business. Well, the other business is the business of me. And for me to be able to run my business of My Shape, I have to continue to feed me. I have to allow the universe to continue to pour into me. So last week I decided, because I wasn't working on Joycelyn Wells, I didn't have time for that. I was working on My Shape Solution and my clients, because your clients tend to take priority. There are people talking to you and we will ignore ourselves. It happens in life. But I decided last week that I was going to do every other week. 1 week, my clients, and 1 week, all things Joycelyn. Trying to establish a work-life balance across the board, right? So that I have to continue to deliver the gifts in me that the universe is demanding. So the universe is pouring in me all of these amazing things as far as helping people get to freedom and not being stuck in yucky relationships and freeing yourself from past trauma. That's what I address on my podcast and in my writings. So I have to continue to receive that because I can pass that message on to the masses. Well, my solutions company requires me to be full and to be able to give in this space. So what my solutions company is that I've been given the opportunity to work with boomers, literally the people with the least amount of technology experience at this point. And so it requires a lot of patience. And because they're baby boomers, they want it right now and they want great customer service. So I've had to figure out how to take care of myself and take care of other people too. And I know this is a struggle that many people go through. I know that it is. We tend to give to the people that are paying us. We want to give them what they need because we want them to keep paying us. The truth of the matter is, if I don't get what I need from the universe, I'm not going to be able to take care of anybody else. So I have to keep myself open and in a space of receiving. So I talked to you this last night, and it just dawned on me that that was a smart for me to make, to recognize there is a separation of Joycelyn Wells and what I have to give to the universe. Shape Solutions, which is also mine, but I have to give to my clients. So the demands of the universe are greater than the demands of the clients. But we get lost because we don't get a paycheck from the universe, right? It's not dropping us a check for what we're doing. It's just feeling to continue to move. And I was just, thought about that and replayed it over and over and thought about other people and how we get lost. And I've been lost before as a wife, as a mother, as an employee. I've been lost in all these spaces. And when you get lost in other, you neglect. The first person we neglect is ourself. Give to everybody else, and then we're listless and exhausted and we have nothing else. And at this point in my life, I can't afford to do that because I have so many opportunities to give. I have so many things happen that I allow myself to get into a place of no longer being able to give. That's why I do the podcast. I do it every week, and I've been doing it for about a year and a half now. And I spend an hour talking to guest or myself or the camera, and just have, it's almost like a therapy session. And I don't keep anything a secret. I tell it all. I talk about it all. If it hits me, I talk about it. And that's the way for me to be free. And I've allowed myself to once again get caught up in the whims and desires of others. Not that I don't need them. I do need them. I do need the financial gain. I do need the opportunity to teach to others, right? So I do need it, but I get so caught up in it that I'm not taking care of myself. So I'm pleased that I was able to discern the importance of me taking care of me. What I would encourage my listeners to do and my clients to do, if you're in a situation that you're not taking care of yourself, or you're in a situation like you don't have anything else to give, or that you're empty, or your cup is empty, or whatever, you got to take care of yourself. And if you've ever flown before, the first thing that they tell you on the airplane is to put your air mask on first. And we feel like because we give something to other people, there's got to be a reward in it. It's not. It's not a reward in it. It's exhaustion, fatigue. It's stress. It's chaos. It's helplessness. That's what we feel when we give everything to everybody else. And that's not healthy. You don't sleep well, your back hurt, or your shoulders, wherever you carry your stress. Your ideas and thoughts are running rampant because you're not in a balanced place to make good decisions, and you continue to give. And the whole time you're giving, you're trying to understand, why is no one giving to me? Why are people not giving to me and I'm the only one giving? Well, you're not asking, for one. And yeah, that's the thing, you're not asking. Because when you turn around and ask the people come and you're giving to willingly and do the same for you, you'll find out. And that flow of energy is from a greater source to you, there, to the other, to who you're given to. It's not very reciprocal. It's not, because you need your flow of energy to come from a higher. That's why I always reference the universe. I don't look for humans to give me, to fill my cup. And I mean, there are random accidents, and but I don't depend on it, because a lot of times people aren't in a space that they can give to me. And it could be because I don't ask either. It's hard for the giver to also asker. It's hard for give additionally and then ask, because we're the ones who've asked before and been disappointed and been told no, or been down. So we get been doing for ourselves. But it's not about doing for yourself. It's recognizing how powerful you are, and recognizing the greatness that lives in you, and how you have to put yourself in a position to receive an abundance, to receive from a source greater than you. I guess a great analogy is, you think about your children. When your children are growing up, you're constantly giving to them. Your children aren't even able to give to you, not gifts, but the energy and the time and understanding. And they don't give that to you until you guys switch positions. They become the caregiver, and become almost, that's when they can give to you. But mainly the energy flows downhill, right? So that's the way the energy flows. And it's okay to understand okay to accept it, and it's okay to go to other places to greater than yourself, replenished. And that's significant. I really pay attention to how I'm feeling. And last week I was overwhelmed. And I don't like to feel overwhelmed. I don't like to be exhausted. I don't like to be tired. But I recognize those things, those qualities, as my energy has been depleted. And when you recognize it, you do something about it. And that's I've got to separate Joycelyn Wells from my shape solution. And I can't complain about it because they're mine, right? They're mine. And I was given both, right? So I can't complain about either. My responsibility is figuring out how to continue to develop both. I give more to one or more to the other. I give to my shape solutions because my clients need me there. And I've got to be open to receiving for JoycelynWells.com because the universe is depending on me to deliver this product that's out there to help move a nation forward, to give people information. So I talked about that last night on my podcast, and I thought I'd share that a little bit tonight because it's really very interesting when you think about it, because we do give so, and people around us do take so much. But at some point, you have to claim what's yours. You have to claim your time. And that was time for me to claim it. And this is for me, and I've got to take care of myself. So I had to come on tonight to go live at 8 o'clock. And I did. I'm going to keep it short and sweet because football's on or it's coming on. And you guys will get to know me. I'll come on a little more and I'll share with you my insights and how I feel about different things and, you know, what my goals are and what my plans are. And I'm so happy to be a part of the MJI team and to meet all of the other talent and just to be considered talent. And I know that it may be different from everyone else and we all have our thing. This is my thing. Joy Exposed. It's an adult talk show. And I'm Joycelyn Wells and I'm an author and I've been called an enthusiast and a lover of all things. And so it's just a lot, you know, to understand or to take in what other people see when they spend time with you and what you give. And I'm enjoying it. I've learned so much about myself. So thank you guys for your time and tuning into this video. And I'll see you guys probably next week. I think I go live like twice a week on this channel. Otherwise, you can find everything about me at JoycelynWells.com. And I'm live on Wednesday nights at 9 on YouTube and Facebook, and then every episode is uploaded to podcast, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, all of it. The best resource for information about me is JoycelynWells.com or MJI has access to that information and more. So it's been my pleasure to speak with you, and I hope you have an amazing evening. Mwah. Good night. Remember, when joy is exposed, everything just feels better. Bye-bye.